Honestly, I think one of the major issue that has really been occurring back to back is because we've given these white folks a lot of flowers that they don't even deserve. I don't know, don't argue with me. We've given them a lot of flowers that they don't deserve. We've given them too much respect that they're not even supposed to earn. That's the honest truth. And that's why I feel like a lot of things now is going astray, and we coming back as black folks to try to see if we can amend it is going to another direction. But anyways, I want you guys to watch this particular video where this black, reasonable, honorable, talented, and intelligent men actually break down every single thing, how it started, how it's going, and what we should actually be expecting. My name is Sonia. If this is the first time you're tuning in, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with that being said, let's dive right into this video, and I'll be back with commentaries. Let's get right into it.
They say white supremacy ruled the world. White people conquered the globe. Western civilization is proof of their superiority. No. I could just say nope. You can just say nope right now. That was never a reign. It was a ritual. It was a stage act so persistent it had to film itself to be believed. Because if white supremacy means supremacy, as in unmatched, undefeated, dominant over others, then where are their trophies? I'm just asking the questions. I'm just asking questions here. The Roman Empire burned itself alive. I don't even know if that counts. It learned its math from Egypt and stole its gods from the East. The British Empire, I don't know if that counts either, not gonna lie. It held the world for a blink and collapsed under tea, debt, and rebellion. It literally needed slavery and extraction to even survive. Now they sell souvenirs of what they stole. Is that a trophy? Western science leapt off of Muslim traditions, African astronomy, and indigenous agriculture. They colonized knowledge, not produced it. Even DNA theory comes from Rosalind Franklin, not even the men they awarded. I'm just saying. Hollywood was just a machine to make whiteness visible, not even victorious. So his job was never even to tell the truth, only to loop the myth until you believed it. That's not supremacy. That's editing with flags. I'm just saying what it is. And then let's talk a little deeper, because I truly think it's all fake. I'm calling a bluff. I'm calling bullshit here. Let's say you believe supremacy means domination over other peoples. Okay, let's just test that. Africa. You invaded, yes, but you never conquered. Mali, Ethiopia, Congo, they existed before Europe even found soap. Europe carved the borders but never broke the soul of nothing. Asia, China outlasted every empire y'all had. India taught the world language, math, and medicine. Every time Europe entered, they took notes. America, the land, didn't even consent to y'all. Genocide is not victory. It's desperation. And the people still here right now. That's not conquest. You failed to erase them. The Middle East, literally the cradle of civilization. And Europe keeps bombing what it can't comprehend. They don't need, they see, the thing is, they think they have rule over there. They don't need crusades, oil, and lies for power. They need it to stay relevant. It's projection warfare. And who exactly did whiteness conquer? I just need answers. Because every race it claimed to dominate still exists, still resists, and still creates. You didn't conquer. You narrated conquest and looped it. I can even go deeper than this. White supremacy is fake. It's fake. Right. I gotta show you what I mean. It's all fake. It's all myth. It's all screens. This is ours. Like, that's all we're looking at. Let's talk about the world wars. Didn't we win the world wars? Isn't that proof of supremacy? World War One. It is a war between white empires over stolen colonies, fought mostly with non-white bodies, on their behalf. Millions of Africans, Indians, Asian troops were pulled into the trenches for European ego disputes. Victory meant what exactly? I just want answers. More carving up of the world, more rituals of grief, more PTSD buried under armor, not even supremacy. It was just a meat grounder for brown bodies rebranded as moral victory. Let's talk about World War II, because this is another one. People say we won. Didn't they say we got victory there or something? Nah. Fake. It's fake. It was fought to stop white supremacy by the same nations who invented it. What even is that? America joined late and turned the Japanese, segregated its own troops, and still lynched black veterans when they came home. I just want answers. The Nazis lost, but the logic never truly dismantled at all. It got rebranded and moved into media, policy, policing, whatever y'all want to tank out with it. You did not defeat even your own supremacy. Even your own fraud, even your own fraudulence you couldn't take down. So all that white supremacy is a more photogenic version of what supremacy really is. You want to know who turned the tide in that war? Russians absorbing the blood clots. That's all it was. Africans and Caribbean troops in British uniforms. Asian battlefronts draining fascist momentum. Black American soldiers fighting for freedom abroad they never got at home. Winning the world wars is not a triumph of whiteness. It is global trauma staged as Western glory. I can actually paint to you the whole little white mirror. This is how white supremacy works. This is how it works. You ever wanted to know? This is just it. They film it, loop it, teach it, quote it, stage it, then repeat it. I can do it again. They film it. They film it first. Then they loop it. They get it shown everywhere. Then they teach it. They make it seem like it's proper in an institution. Then they quote it by the people you respect. Then they stage it. They reenact it in real life. Then they repeat it for real. Every failure gets recast as a noble effort. Every theft becomes founding. I'm just saying. Every surviving people becomes a rebellion instead of rejecting the lie. It didn't rule. It performed. And we call that supremacy. White supremacy is not a god, it's just a glitch. And it needs visibility to feel real. The moment the camera turns off, it dissolves. That's why it clings to curriculum. That's why it clings to statues, flags, holidays, uniforms, borders. Because without the ritual, the myth collapses. That's all it is. And hold on. Because I'm still not ready to read your comment. Bro, the news today had me pissed, because let's just be done with this. White people are naturally superior, that whole argument. Then why build 10,000 laws to protect that fragility? What? White culture is foundational? There is no such thing. It doesn't even exist. It's a mashup of stolen rituals, suppressed ancestors, and rebranded myths. I got a whole video on this. White supremacy built the world? That's how y'all talking still? It staged the world and then edit everyone else out the frame like a child begging for attention. If supremacy means dominance, then white supremacy failed. I don't know how y'all sit with this shit. If it means visibility, then it means that white supremacy was never true. It was curated. If it means conquest, that means it lost to rhythm, memory, resistance, spirit, and truth. You a 5-time loser. I'm just saying. Let's just keep going. Because this wasn't a reign. It's a spotlight. That's all white supremacy is. It's the conquering of the spotlight. And now that bulb is dying, the mirror is cracked, and the audience is leaving. So let that ritual end. I'm just asking for you to let the myth collapse, because it's all fantastical. It's all fake anyway. I'm just saying, because white supremacy is not a power at all. I don't even think we should regard it as equal to blackness. Ooh. Nah, I'm being dead ass. I'm actually being dead ass. So in this, I want people to understand that we got to clear the house on this. You got to clear your own spots on this. It's actually that big of a problem. This little false reality that everybody's been living in. Everybody talking about, I just don't know where I'm from, I'm goop. This is what you want it to be reduced to? I'm just saying. Let's talk about black capitalism. Let's talk about that. I get asked about that a lot. Black capitalism, or black supremacy, whatever you want to talk about it, has already swallowed the framework. They think we need to flip the script. But if you're still holding the same script, then you're in the same play reading the script that they have right side up, upside down. That's all it is. Supremacy is inherently weak. It's for those who fear shared sunlight. It's a worldview for people who assume love is scarce, who assume power is a zero-sum game, and belonging must be conquered to them. But just being honest, blackness at its deepest rhythm just knows better. It knows how to dance in exile. It knows how to feed multitudes from scraps. It knows how to exist without erasure. Why would we want to be supreme when we've always been sacred? Do you see what I'm coming from? Because a lot of black people think that we want to be the new guys on top. That's not the story. We need joy without surveillance. That's what I want to see. I want to see truth without interruption. Type shit. I'm just saying. I want the end of supremacist architecture altogether, because it's all built on illusions. It's all fake. I swear to God. It was the biggest realization that I've ever seen, but I ever felt. It's just all fraudulent.
How did white people mess up a 400-year head start? How did this happen? How is it that a nation of people, a race of people, held people of color by the collar while they allowed their people to get a 400-year head start? You sabotaged anything we could have done. We couldn't read, we couldn't write, we couldn't unify in any way, we couldn't congregate in any way. We weren't even considered human. See, this is why I am so proud to be black. I'm so proud to be a person of color, because we have the best story ever told. Regardless of what criticisms I've given my people, regardless of what critiques, regardless of what I've said about my people, I still view us as the greatest. And by us, I mean people of color. Don't you know who you are? These people held you by the collar, held you in place so you couldn't move, learn, do nothing by yourself. Also, they can stay ahead of you. Do you understand what that means? That means that they know how powerful you all are. They know how powerful a black woman is. They know how powerful a black man is. Because if they didn't, guess what? They would have pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps and built America on their own instead of going and kidnapping slaves. Oh, wait, white man, I know what you about to say. Oh, but black people weren't the only slaves. No, we weren't. But we were the only ones who've had our identity completely stripped from us. We are the only ones who have been completely separated and don't even know the origins of African Americans. Oh, but Africa sold you guys into slave. No. The very few chiefs, kings that did that cooperated, were considered outcasts, alienated, were considered traitors well before that transaction even happened. And plus, it's kind of hard to deny a transaction when we ain't got nothing but bows and arrows and y'all showing up on ships with rifles, making offers that we literally cannot refuse. Let's not forget how America plays. Let's not forget how America presents you with an offer, but the offer is really rhetorical. It's really a trick question. Throughout all the trial and tribulation, throughout all the horrific acts done by you, we are still here. So I ask again, how did you fumble a 400-year head start? How did you fumble a point in time where you were trying to completely eradicate people of color and you couldn't do it? That's why I be so mad at my people. That's why I be so disappointed in my people. That's why I be on y'all the way I be on y'all. Because these motherfuckers know who you are. These motherfuckers know how powerful you are. These motherfuckers know your potential. They just convinced you that your potential is low. They convinced you that you're a nobody. They convinced you that you are nothing and you are lesser than them. When if that was true, they would have built America on their own. They wouldn't have had to go and get them slaves. They wouldn't have had to deal with Africa at all. They wouldn't have had to take out loans from that same tyrannical place that they say they fled from. They wouldn't have had to create alliances with France. They wouldn't have had to use Christianity to start the slave trade if they were so great. How did y'all white folks mess up a 400-year head start? It's the same thing. Every 4 years, they blaming every issue in America on people of color, on immigrants, when you're an immigrant, on Joe Biden, on Kamala Harris, on Barack Obama. They blame it on everybody except the motherfucker that created the system that we in. White people now are like, oh, woe is me, the country's going to shit. Oh my God, the immigrants. Oh my God, we're gonna lose this. Oh my God, the tyrannical government. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? The America's going to shit. No, America's been shit. You just now finding out. You late to the party. Why did you not listen to people of color when we told you all of this back then? See, when it was beneficial to be white, you ignored all of us. But now that your privilege is virtually gone, dead, because the same system, the same government, the same media that you put in place has gotten greedy and now sees you, white man, as a target too. Yes, you have privilege, or at least you had it. And this is usually where they start whining, oh, what privilege do I have today? The 400-year head start that your ancestors gave you, that's a privilege. The fact that y'all were allowed to run full sprint as far as you can run while everybody else was held in place trying to run, can't get nowhere because they are held by their collar, by your ancestors. How did y'all fumble a 400-year head start? God, I love being black. I love being a person of color, because do you understand the level of failure that is? Every 4 years, this damn country's on the verge of collapse. Every 4 years, it's the same policies being presented. Every 4 years, it's the same promises broken. And guess what you all do? Still participate in this system. But when shit go bad, hey, we need to change this. They're not going to change nothing. You know why? Because your vote is free. You don't demand nothing for your vote. You don't demand nothing for the dollar. You don't demand nothing for nothing. So why would they respect you? Why would they help you? Why would they rebuild America in the image it's supposed to be in when you're paying for corruption? Why would the devil change the devil's ways if you keep playing the same game that the devil likes to play? Here go the whites. It's Kamala Harris, it's Joe Biden, it's Barack Obama. No. It's America.
White people invented it. You actually know where the root of African racism against dark people come from? It comes from Christianity. How did that happen? Right? And so when white people wanted to start justifying slavery in the 1400s, slavery in America began in the 1600s, but the European enslavement of Africans started in the 1400s. And during this time, Christianity pretty much ruled the world, right? It was the most powerful, centralized institution that had influence over a large geographical area. And so when Europeans wanted to start indulging in slavery, enslaving people, enslaving Africans, they had to be sanctioned by Rome. They had to be sanctioned by the Pope. And so in order to justify it, they packaged slavery as evangelism. They were spreading the gospel throughout the savage, barbaric African world. These people are godless heathens. But Christianity has always been a tool of white supremacy. People will appeal to the fact that before Christianity reached Europe, right? Of course, we know white people invented Christianity. Christianity was born in Rome. As far as I'm concerned, if you look at the history of it, Christianity was born in Rome. Yes, we know Jesus is from Israel. Yes, we know the people in that area were brown skinned. But while Christianity was localized to Israel, or Palestine, we really should say, it was seen as a cult. It was seen as, we look at Scientology today, it was like that, but even smaller. It wasn't until it went to Rome where it exploded, which of course, Rome was all Caucasians for the most part.
Here's a message to the Klan, the KKK, to all the white supremacists, to whatever y'all calling yourselves nowadays, and whoever the leader of it is. You seem to think that you can just eradicate us out this country and off this earth, like you haven't already tried to do that all throughout history. I'm prepared to put together all my brothers, and you can put together all your little pale, skinhead, moon demon, vampire, ugly motherfuckers that you want to, and we can meet and do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I don't care if it's fight, shoot, stab, whatever you want to do, we could do it. I'm in South Dallas. My name is Moses Kane. If you, Klan members, white supremacists, whatever y'all sitting up here on your side of the algorithm, sitting up here saying, whatever y'all want to do, we can meet and do it. Because I'm tired of this subliminal shots. I'm tired of this you trying to pick off brothers and sisters one by one here and there. I'm tired of this you victimizing children. I'm tired of this you finding ways to breach and infiltrate branches of government, branches of law enforcement, positions of power, so you can find ways to subject people to your tyranny and your hatred and your racism. And I'm fully aware. On paper, you look like a better team. On paper, you look like you gonna wipe the floor with us. On on paper, you look like you gonna destroy us completely. But haven't you always looked like that? Haven't you always tried to eradicate us? Haven't you always tried to oppress us? Haven't you already know this, right? Yet we still here. Yet we still pushing. Yet we still strong. Don't get me wrong, you may got a lot of people that look like me that'll be on your side. The difference is when God chooses to speak, the devil has no voice. No matter how powerful you may portray yourself to be, it ain't gonna never be enough, because I was made to persevere. I was made to survive you. I was made to outlast you. You are a genetic misnomer. You are a genetic dysfunction, a fucking mistake. I'm a blessing to earth. There's a difference, motherfucker. I'm convinced that black rappers really love white supremacy. Because why y'all don't ever diss them? Why y'all don't start your rap beef there? Why y'all don't drill and slide and step on them? It's odd to me. Y'all spend all day talking about people that look like you. One of the major points of hip hop or rap, whatever you want to call it, it's a form of speaking out, telling your story, right? I hear in almost every interview that even when you was in the streets and you was doing your dirt, the cops was stealing from you. They was ripping your seats open and looking for things and tossing you on the ground and beating you up. I hear all these stories about racist events happening to you, but you don't rap about those things. You rap about Pookie and Ray Ray and them that you could have been best friends with, but you not, because both of y'all arguing over a bitch that don't like neither one of y'all. Both of y'all done bought her a plate of damn Applebee's, and you think she in love with you, and you're mad because she won't let go of neither one of y'all. So now you're trying to unalive each other. She already done got the third man lined up, ready to go. These are things that cross my mind. I don't understand, because you got European reject rappers that sit up here and make threats and diss us, and y'all still don't go beef with them. They rapping about lynchings that they want to see happen. I don't see y'all dissing them, and I know you know who I'm talking about because the video went viral.
Whoa, we need a big tall tree and a short piece of rope. Hang 'em up high at sundown. Leave 'em swinging so the folks all know you don't mess around in our town. A big tall tree and a short piece of rope. Hang 'em up high at sundown. Leave 'em swinging so the folks all know you don't mess around in our.
It's very, very weird. My question to the people is, black people especially, why do y'all keep going to shows? Why do y'all keep buying albums or mixtapes? Why do y'all keep supporting anti-blackness in any form, in any way? Why? You can't blame it just on the kids because somebody is buying it for the kids. They got 1 million songs out on how to kill each other. We have 1 million songs out on how to unalive each other. Tell me how many there are on how to put down a racist cop. Tell me how many there are. Tell me how many there are on how to do anything that is pro-black. Oh, but pro-blackness don't sell. Anti-blackness does, right? Because the machine that's behind them likes the messaging. Because the messaging validates their agenda. Truthfully, I don't want to hear no more music on how to unalive another black man, or how to unalive or objectify or harass another black woman. I'm tired. What you gonna tell me? Oh, but it's entertainment. It's fun. You find unaliving black men fun and entertaining? You find objectifying, disrespecting, beating on black women fun and entertaining? And you wonder why? And you wonder why white supremacy wins? You wonder why the Klan is still alive? To keep it real with y'all, a lot of y'all's morals and habits align more with the Klan than black people.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. And I hope you guys have literally listened to every single part of this particular video, from the first clip to even the last clip. In fact, as at this point, even if I don't say anything, I believe you already have a lot of comments that you are supposed to be commenting in the comment section. That is why I said it. We have literally, as black, make these people see us as we are nothing. And that is why every single thing that is happening right now in the economy or in the society is going towards another different direction. Listening to what these black men said is exactly what it is. They keep using that name, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. And these people have been able to crumble a lot of things, a lot of things. That is why you can literally see any of them coming out to say any single thing that they want to say to a black person, because they believe that black people don't even own anything anymore. They believe that our communities are no longer strong. In fact, they believe that they can actually buy us with a piece of cake. They believe that every single thing that can literally happen can just be twist in no time. As far as you're a black person, yeah, they can adjust. They can adjust to every situations. It has gotten to that point. And that is why when I saw this particular video clips, I was like, no, 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 I have to bring it down here so that we can watch and educate ourselves and build a strong bond, a community bond. It is high time that you don't just see your black brother suffering and you just allow him to just keep suffering. If you have a means of helping, you choose to have to help him. You have to help. If you have a means of pushing him out from the normal level he is on that level, do it. Because that's the only thing that can actually break a lot of things free. No more making these people see reasons why we are low and they are high. It's quite crazy, especially for Black Americans. That is why on every single daily basis, I ask myself, how do these people survive? How do these people cope with every single thing that has been happening? Because it is more painful that I own this property and you are chasing me out of the property. It's more painful. But I don't want to talk too much. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches you have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And this is just for educational purposes. Just give me your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing, and dropping commentaries on my channel. I do not take you guys for granted. Credits to the original creators of every clips I use in my content. Bye for now, guys. I love you guys. Mwah.